Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel SD Biology Classes. To get more videos, please subscribe our channel. In my last video, I have discussed about food web, food chain and productivity. Today, I am going to discuss about ecological pyramids and energy flow in the ecosystem. In this video, we are going to learn about energy flow in an ecosystem and ecological pyramids. Today we are going to know about the energy flow in the ecosystem. The main source of energy in ecosystem is sunlight. Whatever sunlight comes on the earth, only 50% of it used as the photosynthetically active radiation or PAR. Out of this PAR, only 2 to 8% is utilized by the green plants for photosynthesis, and by the process of photosynthesis, green plants or the producers change the solar energy into food energy or chemical energy. When the green plants are eaten up by the primary consumers or herbivores, the same energy is transferred from producer to the next trophic level, and this process is going on in the successive trophic levels when the primary consumers are eaten up by the secondary consumers and the secondary consumers are eaten up by the tertiary consumers. In this way, the food energy is transferred from one trophic level to another trophic level. In this process of energy flow, the producers absorb 2 to 10% of PAR to produce the primary production. Out of this primary production, whatever is produced by the green plants, 80 to 90% is used for respiration and to perform other metabolic activities, and only 10% is remained in the producer level as net primary production. This net primary production or this 10% net primary production is transferred to the next trophic level, and it happens or this process is going on in each and every trophic level of the ecosystem. This law is known as 10% law of energy flow, and that is proposed by Lindemann in 1942. Now let us explain the 10% law of energy with the help of a problem. Suppose in the producer level 30 joule energy is trapped. Now when the energy, food energy is transferred from the producer level to the next trophic level, that is primary consumer level, 10% of 30 joule is transferred to the next trophic level. Then how much energy is transferred to the next trophic level? It will be only 3 joule energy will be transferred to the primary consumer level. Again, if we follow the 10% law, then 10% of 3 joule energy is transferred to the secondary consumer level. That means only 0.3 joule energy is transferred to the secondary consumer level. And ultimately, in the top consumer level, when the food energy is transferred from secondary consumer to tertiary consumer, 0.03 joule energy is there. So ultimately, if we follow the 10% law of energy, the 30 joule of the energy of at the producer level is transferred to the tertiary consumer level, and then the amount of energy is only 0.03 joule. Now students, we will move to the second part of the video, that is ecological pyramid. What is ecological pyramid? Ecological pyramid is the graphical representation of the relationship among producer and consumers in the food chain. Ecological pyramids were developed by Charles Elton in 1927, and that's why the ecological pyramid is also called as Eltonian pyramid. Now ecological pyramids are of 3 types: pyramid of number, pyramid of energy and pyramid of biomass. We will talk about all these 3 types of pyramids one by one. First of all, what is pyramid of energy? Pyramid of energy is the graphical representation of the relationship among producer and consumer in terms of energy. How much energy is present at each trophic level, that is graphically represented by the help of the pyramid of energy. Now see, if the producer level or in the first trophic level the amount of energy is 10,000 joule, in the next trophic level, that is second trophic level, it will be 1000 joule, and successively it will decrease following the 10% law of energy flow. In the third tropic level it will be 100 joule, and in the fourth tropic level it will be 10th joule. So in this way, graphically we can represent the energy flow in the food chain also, and the amount of energy present at each and every tropic level, and we are getting the idea that at the producer level the amount of energy is maximum, and at the topmost carnivore level or at the fourth tropic level the amount of energy is minimum. Now the second type of ecological pyramid, that is pyramid of number. What is pyramid of number? The pyramid of number show the relationship among producer and consumer in terms of their number at each tropic level. Now shape of the pyramid in pyramid of numbers are of two types. It can be inverted, it can be upright. In case of grassland ecosystem, the first tropic level is occupied by the producers, their number is maximum, and then the second tropic level is occupied by the herbivores, and the third tropic level is occupied by the carnivores. In this way, gradually, if we follow the ecological pyramid of number, gradually at each tropic level their number will be decreased from one tropic level to another tropic level. So the maximum number of organisms at the first tropic level and the minimum number of organisms in the fourth tropic level. So if we consider the parasitic ecosystem or the tree ecosystem, in the tree ecosystem a single tree occupy the producer level, so their number is minimum. On the tree more than one birds can live, so number of birds will be more, and on the bird's body number of parasites will be also more than the number of birds in the tree ecosystem or in the parasitic ecosystem. So gradually we will see that the first tropic level that is occupied by the producer, their number is minimum, and gradually it will increase. This type of pyramid of number that we can see in the parasitic ecosystem is inverted pyramid of number. Now in aquatic ecosystem, again we will see the upright pyramid of number. The number of phytoplankton that occupy the first tropic level, their number is maximum, and gradually the number decreases when the energy transfer from phytoplankton to zooplankton, from zooplankton to small fish, and from small fish to the big fish. The pyramid of biomass is a graphical representation of the producer and consumers in terms of biomass. So in different ecosystem, the shape of the pyramid of biomass can be of different types. It can be upright, it can be inverted, and another type of shape we can see in the pyramid of biomass, that is spindle shape of pyramid. First of all, we will talk about the grassland ecosystem. In case of grassland ecosystem, the amount of biomass produced by the green plants is maximum, and gradually in each and every tropic level it will decrease. That's why we are getting the upright pyramid of biomass in grassland ecosystem. But in case of aquatic ecosystem, the biomass production in the phytoplankton level, that is producer level or in the first tropic level, is not maximum. It is the minimum, and gradually when they feed upon the zooplankton, it will increase one after another in each tropic level. That's why we are getting the inverted pyramid of biomass in case of aquatic ecosystem. The lake ecosystem is also another example of aquatic ecosystem. But here we are getting some another type of pyramid of biomass, that is of spindle shaped. Why it is of spindle shaped? Because the lake ecosystem is a reserved ecosystem where the flow of water is very less. In the lake ecosystem, the number of phytoplankton can be constant. So in the next tropic level, that is zooplanktons which feed upon the phytoplankton, their number can be more than the number of phytoplankton. So it becomes broader, and again the fish which feed upon the zooplankton, their number again, or the amount of biomass produced in the third tropic level again is lesser than the second tropic level. That's why we are getting the spindle shaped pyramid of biomass in case of lake ecosystem. In the lake ecosystem, the amount of biomass produced in the producer level is minimum, whereas the amount of biomass produced in the primary consumer level, that is produced by zooplankton, is maximum. Again, it will be lesser in the secondary consumer level. That's why in case of lake ecosystem, we will get a spindle-shaped pyramid of biomass. So from here, we have learned about different shape of pyramid as well as different types of pyramid of biomass. So students, from today's lesson, we have learned about energy flow in an ecosystem and the ecological pyramid.